man? How's your day going?
Good, good. Ready for another great evening. Had a good day, got some stuff done, did some prep, and just listened to some good music today. How
Yeah.
about yourself?
I got on this kick, man. So yes, I'm still kind of riding the wave of meeting our hero, Wov. Shout out,
Yeah,
Wov. We love you, bro. Good to catch up, man. But Wov got me on this journey, Dan. I got to tell you, for the past few years, like influenced by their roots in reggae and all that, I've been really digging deep into reggae. It's just like a positive environment. There's a lot to be said about the positive mark it leaves on the world. I got really into it during COVID when you're home a
yeah,
lot, spend a lot of time listening to music. And I found this genre of music where it's so full of positivity in life and equality, pumping love into the world, just treating people right. So I
yep.
found a fact, I don't know if you know this or not, but reggae actually has only been around for about 60 years. It actually started in the 60s. The first technical reggae song, if you want to say a reggae song, was in the late 60s. I don't know if you know that or
Hmm.
not. So,
No,
kind of
it's
cool.
interesting.
So it's kind of a newer, not the newest genre, but there's new stuff like dubstep and trip hop and
Yeah,
all that. But it's a newer genre, still kind of finding its way. But let me
right.
tell you, man, there's a band that even though the genre is new, these guys are old souls, and they've kind of figured it out, this niche.
Yeah,
So we got two guys coming on tonight. We've got Kurt coming on here a little bit from One Culture, as well as Hunter the Oracle. Just two brilliant writers, lyricists, great voices. Not only are they great musicians and artists and just kind of like all around jack of all trade in the music industry, producers, things like that, but they have a presence about them that reminds me of people like Love and Marcos, where it's just
yeah,
everybody's loved. I want to make people
yeah.
feel loved. You know what I mean? What we stand
Right.
for.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
you know me, Dan. I try to calm myself down, but I can't. So I want to get into it and bring on first Kurt and then Hunter. How you guys doing, fellas, tonight?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
Doing good.
Excellent.
Amazing,
Doing good,
guys.
man. What's up, y'all?
It's amazing to have you both, Kurt and Hunter.
Yeah,
Kurt, of course, from One Culture, and Hunter the Oracle. You guys are amazing. We love what you do.
yeah,
So, Dana and I have some questions for you, fellas. We're going to bounce back and forth. We're going to jump right into it to value your time. So, I'll take the lead here. Kurt, this one's going to be for you, man. Diving into your project with One Culture. I know you're a producer, musician, just all around, just you got it going on. So, take me back, man, before you made your first album. I know, obviously, when you look at, I love Spread Good Love. Obviously, I love Forward and Always. I love Molly Cooper, all the millions of awesome singles you've done throughout the time of doing this. But take me back, man, to the beginning. When did you get the love for this? What was like your first headspace? What did you write? Was it guitar? Were you singing? When did the journey of being an artist begin for you, if you will?
Hmm.
Thanks, man. So I started playing guitar when I was 12 or 13. And I got lesson. I went through like three different teachers and I was big into metal. And I was in hardcore band in high school. I was in a deathcore band in high school. Um, and then I moved to, and well, actually, when I was in high school, I found reggae and I first heard Stick Figure, and Stick Figure was, uh, a game changer for me as far as like getting my musical like producer journey started. I was obsessed with Stick Figure, and I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to make music like that, and I want to do exactly what he's doing. Um, that was about 2013, 2012, and I
Okay.
got my first computer in 2014, and I got like the same software that Scott used, Reason Studios. And, ever since then, I was living in Wilmington, North Carolina at the time, going to college, and I just kind of just honed my craft there. And ever since then, just been growing at it, and I haven't stopped since. So,
Man.
and I just went down like a deep dive on reggae, the history of it, and everything. I just wanted to learn everything there was about the genre. So, yeah,
Well,
here we
I
are.
tell you, I tell you what, man. Like, listening to you, I could tell you have some like outside of reggae guitar licks because I listen to your style of music and it's broad. I mean, it's got your traditional 4/4, it's got that down tempo, but you've got a lot of, I guess you would say that this stick figure elements. You got guitar solos in there, ethereal. It's definitely a step beyond traditional reggae, which is cool. It's you, like you're doing your
yeah.
thing, and I can hear it in your style.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. Thanks, man. I went to school for music too, and I had to learn. Like I went for sound recording technology at a school here in Norfolk, Virginia, and I had to learn how to read music, and I had to learn jazz and all that stuff, and like
Oh,
so, like learning all that just made it better for me to incorporate it into the music now. So
Yeah.
enough said, bro. Love it. I love it. Thank you. Go
Right.
ahead, man.
I was just gonna maybe Hunter, on your when did your journey start as far as music goes and the things you enjoyed doing?
Yeah, man. If I can remember correctly, I got my first drum kit when I was in like third grade, and I just started playing the drums. And yeah, shortly after that, middle school, joined the band, joined the high school percussion team. Constantly was just learning and learning. And then high school came, I got into a drum line and stuff. So I did marching band for a little while, and I used to think that that's what I wanted to do. But I was in bands all throughout
Yeah.
school and stuff. But I changed paths and moved out to Colorado for recording school. I went to the Recording Connection in Colorado Springs, and life hit. I was like maybe 16 or 17 at the time. I graduated high school early, and I kind of put music down for a couple of years. And I just like, I don't have time for this. I've got to like face the life that I was given, and like I went to work and like tried to figure it out, And then there was just that void, and of course, it always works its way back. So, yeah, man, I started playing a bunch of music again. I got into a band with some buddies where I actually ended up meeting my wife. We played in a reggae band called Third Coast Roots for about 6 years, and ended up getting married. And yeah, man, things changed, and so now I'm on this journey now of just creating my own creative content.
You found love through music, bro. That's legit. Yeah. That's a story. That's a movie right there, bro. Let's get that.
And what's even crazy is like, come to find out, I actually lived in the same neighborhood as my current wife, and like we went to daycare together, but like we didn't know each other. So like music tied those relations together. It's wild, man.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's a rom-com right there, Dane, waiting to happen. It's like you're passing your wife on a job and all that. That's cool, man.
Yeah, man. She was actually playing in a rock band at the time, and like I went and saw her band, and I was like, "This is sick." And then like we like, "You should come sing with us," because we were playing gigs around town, and so she jumped on, and it just kind of clicked, and so.
So you guys are gonna DJ your own wedding, basically, at this point. Yeah, what you could have done, right? DJ your own wedding and all that. You could have, right?
So, we hired some buddies of ours to play the wedding.
That's legit,
It's actually a mosh pit. It got pretty wild.
That is awesome. That's what I'm talking about, dude. I love that.
Well, Hunter, speaking of big events and things like that, are there some maybe events that you've done, maybe a gig or an event or a festival or something that you've done that kind of is maybe one of your favorite that sticks out in the forefront of your mind that you can tell us about?
Man, it's hard to pick like a favorite gig. I mean, Reggae Rise Up a couple weeks ago was sick. I got to sit in on drums for Drifting Roots, so that was cool. I got to play that. But to be honest, I think my favorite gig would have to be, I used to work for a backline company in Houston, and we would set up for some big gigs that would come into town. And there's this like football player that used to play with, I'm not big on sports, but there's this big football player that played with Houston Texans. I think his name's Arian Foster. He started rapping. Okay. He started rapping, like Bobby Fino was his name or something. And so we would set up for all these big gigs. I mean, they used to set up for Prince and like, so, and we got to sit in on their rehearsals, and like, I'm talking like just top tier jazz musicians, these black gospel players. I mean, they were just all over, and like watching that was just super cool. But I guess I technically didn't play that gig, but seeing those guys and setting up for their big shows, it was tight, man.
That's cool. Oh, yeah. It was the influence, right, that got you.
Yeah, inspiration.
Cool.
Absolutely.
That's cool, man. Man, I'm hearing all this blended music, right? And it leads me kind of right into, it's like match made in heaven. Kind of, Kurt, circling back to you for a second. Obviously, Hunter's influences. You guys both have this blend of like gospel, jazz, fusion, rock. I hear it. I'm curious, kind of, Kurt, for you, man, because I definitely I respect and I hear the influences plus some of the more traditional stuff from your guitar work, man. Kurt, I'm kind of curious, man. Maybe what's 2 or 3 of your guitar heroes, if you will, because like that's something I've watched you specifically. What's a couple of your guitar influences in your life?
One of my favorite guitar players is Eric Johnson. I don't know if you're familiar with Eric Johnson.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, sir.
Right. Compared to now, there's like some insane guitar players. Matteo Mancuso, he's like an Italian player. He's fingerstyle electric, and he's, to me, like probably the best guitar player alive right now. But like Eric Johnson was one of my big influences, like Steve Vai, Joe Satriani. And then when I got into jazz guitar, there's some older like jazz guitars from the 50s that shred.
Yeah.
Joe Pass is one. I can name others, but there's so many. Dimebag Darrell from Pantera, one of my
Yeah.
favorites too. Like,
Let's go.
yeah, like, yeah. I was obsessed with Dimebag like back in the day when I listened to metal, but yeah, I've been down the whole guitar rabbit hole, and
Love that.
yeah, so
You can
just
hear
a
it, dude.
little bit of everything.
And it comes through in your music. It comes through. I'm curious, Hunter, man, or excuse me, Hunter. Hunter, what about you, man? Like I saw that from you, Kurt. I could kind of see that jazz fusion thing. But Hunter, what's a couple of your maybe just artistic influences, man, on you? Maybe drummers or just people that left a mark on you, you know?
Yeah, man, it's all over. Same thing. Like I actually used to play in a metal band, same thing. So it had heavier influence. I think everybody kind of goes through that age of rage. But yeah, man, it was a lot of heavy stuff when I was younger. Then I started getting into more like coastal music, more beach side. I live here on the coast, so the thing was like spring break, going to the beach and like weekends camping on the beach. So we were always jamming, just that coastal vibe music. And then that's when we started getting reggae in high school and stuff. But yeah, man, some of my influences recently, I've been really listening to like old 60s soul music, like the Delphonics.
Okay.
Which is like super random, but like, it's just like this crazy fast-paced world we live. It's like nice to ease and chill out with some, mellow music.
I'm with you,
bro.
Yeah,
man.
Oh yeah, you gotta
stuff too.
Yeah, you gotta keep expanding that portfolio and grabbing that inspiration where you can get it. Absolutely.
It's
So
funny,
that,
Dane, before you take forward, it's funny you say that, Hunter. Kurt, I was listening to one of your songs today. I was working out. It's funny because you're talking about you let the rage go when you found reggae. So like I'm hearing that from both of you guys, Hunter and Kurt. Both are like, I let the rage go, and now you've kind of mellowed out. As we transition in life, everybody goes through that. But yeah, go ahead, Dane. So
I was just say we'll start with you, Hunter, on this. Now that we're in obviously April already of 2024, what do you see coming up on the horizon for this year that you're really shooting for to, some of the goals that you have for this year?
Yeah, man. So I've got a ton of new music coming, ton of new collaborations with a bunch of friends. Like I said, under the new Hunter the Oracle arm. And man, just constantly creating. On the producer side, I've got, my studio. We just closed on a property a year ago, and I've got a 3,000 square foot warehouse that I've got under construction right now, and process of building into like a commercial multi-unit studio. So a lot of productions in the meantime with, other local reggae bands and all genres, actually, country, rock. And so, yeah, just a ton of new music, man. Just, constantly doing that and then trying to just crush life at the same time.
you know who Hunter would be cool with is we should hook up my boy Kendall Tucker, man. I could see you dropping a song with Kendall. Kendall just dropped a song with Jelly Roll. You guys, I could, because your style, like your vocal pattern, dude. Don't you think, Dave? That'd be kind of cool to have him and Kendall kind of drop the track.
Oh yeah, that'd
be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Door.
My mind's scheming.
What was that?
Ahead,
You
man.
said Kendall. You said Kendall. What was that last name?
Kendall Tucker. He's my boy. I'll hook you up with him, man. He just did a song with. He said when Jelly Roll kind of got a Colt Ford thing going. Was what he's doing. So,
sick, man.
I'll hook you up with him, man. Yeah. Let me stop, Dan. I'm gonna get carried away, Dan. Help me out. Get carried away. But Dan, on your part, Kurt, too, for that, when you're looking at like what's next, what about you, Kurt? Or Kurt, what's the next 12 months kind of looking like for you, man, as an artist? Might have lost him. Did we lose him? I think we lost Kurt.
On, sorry, my fault. Sorry about that.
No, you're good, man. What's the next 12 months looking like for you, man?
So, shameless plug. This Friday, I don't know if this probably won't come out in time, but this Friday, it's been a long time coming. I know you guys know Melodose. Marco and I have been working on collaborations since like 2021, and this Friday, our co-album, Melodous One Culture, Ocean of Truth is the name of the album. It comes out on Friday.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're insanely pumped about it, and my big goal this year, we've pretty much done it so far, is 2 songs a month for the whole year.
Okay.
And then on top of the album with Melodose, we're also trying to do another just One Culture album this year as well. So
busy. Okay.
Yeah. So that's big in the works right now. And also, I can't say the name, but I'm very happy and proud to say that One Culture finally got our first ever Jamaican artist that was down to collab with us.
Let's go. Okay.
And he's one of my favorite artists of all time. It's no scheduled date, but I'm really excited for it and super like grateful, super humbled, and like just over the moon excited.
As soon as it's out, let me know because we'll share the heck out of it.
Yeah.
Both of you.
Yeah,
So we'll be sharing. So just to set the stage, Hunter and Kurt, this will be out by Friday. Don't worry. So everything we'll be sharing. You guys trust me. This is our editors are on it. It'll be out by probably Thursday night at the latest. We got you guys. It's pretty. Our editors are fast. We're pretty happy about that. So
nice.
I'm excited to hear the new stuff from Melodose. It's like every little piece. Like Hunter, you got your it's so broad, this range, even within the world of reggae. There's such a so different, and I love that. Like I can listen to 3 different really styles of music from just 2 dudes. It's really cool. So anyway, let me transition, Dane. So I'm going to transition for a second. You guys are going to laugh. Dane and I
just wanted to say one more thing.
Yeah.
Another thing too. Hunter and I are definitely going to be working more in the future too. Like because this last song we did was like,
it's good.
It was, bro. It was so awesome. Like. Just the way it came together, and when I laid this guitar lick down, Hunter started geeking out, and like it was just a good feeling. Like, so you can definitely.
It's one of those things. Like when you create music with people that like are on that same level with you, it happens. There's no forced nothing. We were sending stuff back and forth, and it was like I don't know. In 2 days, we had a track. It was like, this is it.
It was sick. It was amazing.
You guys got the super group coming together, It's cool. I love it.
Yeah, man. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's awesome.
Good.
Trust me. Talk away, man. But it's funny because one of the questions, it's not in our set, but it'd be kind of cool. Dane, what do you think? They could probably do some killer stuff with the concept album about onions, right, Dane? So I got to tell you a story real quick. Hunter and Kurt. So we had a rapid fire question, and it was, can you make a concept album about different types of peeled onions? So I'm like, if anybody can do it, you guys. It was just a random silly question. So you guys can make an album about onions. So I'm just going to throw that out there. If you guys want to take that and run with it, you can make an album, a concept album about types of onions. Let me know. I got you. Shameless plug. There you go.
There you go.
So, like, peel back my heart. My eyes are crying. Like all the titles I could already think of. Let's go. Love it. So this next segment, guys, I'm going to tell you what. We're known for this. All across the world, we get questions from our fans for this segment that we call Rapid Fire. So let me set the table for this. We got 6 questions. 3 for Hunter, 3 for Kurt. And the way this works out, you can see we already have the questions written down. Dane and I have already bet on what we think you guys are going to say. It's really cool. It's a little segment that we do. Imagine you're on DraftKings and we're betting against the spread. So there's no wrong answer. Okay. So you guys pick with what you feel is right. There's no wrong answer. And we'll tell you what Dane and I picked. And whoever gets closer to picking your guys' results, the winner gets lunch provided by the loser. We're betting on you guys. It's pretty cool. Okay.
So. Cool.
So in this segment, it's PG, but we get really weird. There's no wrong answer. So you go with what you want. You can go back in time or into the future. Like time doesn't exist. Just kind of a silly kind of like make-believe rapid fire segment. Just to have a little fun to kind of pick apart your personality a little bit. Okay. So we'll start with Kurt and then we'll go back and forth and we'll have some fun. Dane, you ready? You got your picks?
Yep.
You ready?
Yep.
All right. So Kurt, the first one's for you. So you're just got done doing Coachella. We're going to put it out there. We're going to go back in time a few years. You as you are now, Kurt from One Culture, Melodose, who you are. We're going to take you back in time. You're time shifting back to Coachella. We're going to say 2009. And 2 of these bands, somehow this happens. They approach and say, hey, our band wants to take on you and your boys in a dodgeball tournament. We just want to take you on and just have a dodgeball tournament on the stage. Check this out. You can go against one of your heroes. You can go against Stick Figure's crew. I had to put that in there. Or check this out. Somehow Led Zeppelin was fast forward in time. You can go against Led Zeppelin. Stick Figure, Led Zeppelin, dodgeball tournament on stage. Who are you going to go against?
Oh, Led Zeppelin, dude.
Let's go. Dan, I had it. How about you, Dan? What'd you have?
I had the Stick Figure because I thought, okay,
let's go.
When he influences, but that's a tough one. Man. That's a tough one. That's the toughest question right out of the block.
That'd be a really cool kind of little visual, like dodgeball, like kind of throwing a ball. Like that'd be awesome. So
well, I'm happy. I'm happy you said Led Zeppelin because I will say the first CD my dad ever gave me when I was a kid was Led Zeppelin 2, and like that album is my favorite. So that's why I picked Led Zeppelin.
Oh, I got you. Let's go.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with any of those.
They can play Black Dog while you're turning in and out. Let's go. Get into the background. They can play.
Yeah.
So next one, Hunter, this is for you. Check this out. So we're taking you back to, this is 2005. You're transplanting yourself as the artist you are back to 2005. So we're doing a kind of a, it could be like a download festival, something like that, a little heavy, but somehow these two awesome ladies show up, different kind of genre than what they're used to, but they're at Download Fest. You're there, so is these two ladies, and they say, we'd like to do a poetry slam with you, out of the blue, on stage, poetry slam. Your choices to do at Download Fest for this poetry slam is Alanis Morissette, Lover, or you can go against Britney Spears, Lover, in this poetry slam. Alanis, Britney, who are you going against?
I'm going Britney all day.
Oh, dang it. I had Alanis, dude. I really did. Dane, how about you?
Yeah, I had Alanis, but man, she'd be brutal. Man, she'd really hurt some feelings there, I think.
Dude, she drops some bars, bro. Let's go. I see what you did there. You're going nicer. I got you.
I love it. I love it.
Man, okay, so 1 for 1. Okay. So next one. So shifting back to you, Kurt. So these two artists, now we're going back to 1995-ish. As a producer and artist that you are now, these two guys come up to you and say, hey, we'd like you to take one of these two entities, say, we'd like you to take one of our songs and make it One Culture style, kind of make it a reggae feel, okay? Kind of a really cool cover. So the two artists that approach you is Blackstreet. They want you to do No Diggity, really cool, make it reggae style. Or MC Hammer approaches you and says, I want you to redo Can't Touch This. No Diggity, Can't Touch This, Kurt style. Which one are you going with?
Bro, No Diggity.
Oh my gosh, I am striking out, man. Oh my gosh. Dane, did you have that one?
No, I had Hammer as well. I thought, man, that'd be neat to hear that.
Just
Can you
imagine?
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine hearing that with like a
much.
4/4, like a reggae beat? That'd be legit.
Oh yeah.
Oh okay. No wrong answers. It's all good, Kurt. No wrong answers. Okay. So
If
So
you
back to
did
you.
No Diggity, you would have to like one drop it. But if you did the MC Hammer, you'd have to stepper.
Yeah, you'd have to do the steppers, or you'd have to do a ska beat for MC Hammer.
You know what I mean? Like, it
Oh,
has to
yeah,
be fast tempo. Yeah.
trying to figure it out in my head. I
On
can't
that
even.
one, Kurt.
Yeah, I get you, Kurt. Playing it safe. I respect that, bro. Much love. Okay, so Hunter, going back to you, man. So this next one. So this is the last Woodstock. Hunter, you get a lot of concert ones tonight, Hunter. So they got you at the last Woodstock. I think it was 1999. You're there. You're performing, and afterwards, again, love both these camps, but these guys approach you. They're both alive for this segment. Okay, and they say, hey, we'd like you to come kick it with us and go river rafting with us for the day. Just kick it with us and go river rafting. Your choices, you can go kick it with Kurt Cobain for the day, river rafting, love him, respect. Or you can hang out with Eddie Vedder for the day, river rafting. Kurt Cobain, Eddie Vedder, who you going with?
Ooh, dang. I'd have to just go Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, I had that one. I did. Dane, what'd you have, man?
Man, I am over on everything. I was Eddie Vedder.
Let's go. Okay. Just curious, Kurt.
There's no wrong.
Have?
That's a tough one. Man, that's a tough
Would you think he was gonna say Kurt on that one?
I thought he was going to say Kurt Cobain.
Okay. Hey, I get it. Okay, cool. So going back to you, Kurt. 2 more of these fellas. We're almost done. So we're out. This is 2007-ish. So Kurt, you're walking down the street, and 2 of these artists, you guys are just shopping somewhere like in Soho District. You're just shopping, and 2 of these guys come and say, "Hey, Kurt, right now, drop it! Breakdancing competition right here in front of everybody. Just drop it." And your choices. This is a tough one. You have to break dance against Michael Jackson, or you have to break dance against Usher, just on Knoll Street. Who are you going against?
Oh, I'm going against. That's a tough one. That's a really hard one, dude. I'm gonna say Michael Jackson.
Go. Let's go. I finally got that
Jackson.
one. Got you. Dane, what'd you have, man?
Oh yeah, I had to go with. I went with MJ. I had to go with Jackson. You had to go against the king. You have to test yourself up against the greatness.
Test your mic.
Absolutely.
So I'm probably gonna mathematically win this one, but this final one for you, Hunter, of the rapid fire segment. So this is a modern day one. So this is now you're on another tour question, and you're just on a tour cake tonight with these questions. So what they're gonna do, this is interesting. They're gonna do a flag football tournament, and you get to be the quarterback, the celebrity quarterback for one of these 2 teams. So you get to choose. Love both these camps. You can decide who you want a QB for. Okay. Your two bands you can be flag football quarterback for is Motley Crue or Quiet Riot. Motley Crue, Quiet Riot. Who you going with?
Motley Crue all day.
I could just see Vince
Motley Crue.
just tackling some dudes, man, just going hard on it. And I'm not gonna flag, just knocking people over, right? So,
Dude,
it's
yeah.
awesome.
I grew up like in 4th and 5th grade on a huge Motley Crue kick. So
Gotcha.
that's like, yeah, it brings back a lot of memories, man. Skating to school in the mornings.
Yeah, man. I still love it. They're
absolutely.
still cool. Vince Neil, I still love that dude. He's still got that passion and drive. So he'd be like, just he'd be
absolutely.
tackling dudes when he'd be trying to flag football. So, got you. Dan, did you have Motley or did you have Quiet
Oh
Riot?
yeah, Motley Crue. They'd give a little extra on the. It wouldn't be flag football after about one quarter there.
There'd be some penalties on that one, man, for sure. So, well, fellas, thank you guys. Hopefully, an interview is the media you've done. Something a little different. That's rapid fire. So, thanks for being a good sport during that segment. Something a little fresh,
man.
hopefully. Appreciate you guys. So, I'll give it back to Dane for the last segment for both of you. So.
Yeah, fellas, this last segment we call it open mic. We kind of open the floor up to our guests to maybe talk to some of our younger viewers and listeners, to maybe send an inspirational word to them on their journey to reach the heights like you guys have reached. We'll start with you, Kurt. Is there maybe a mantra or philosophy that you've kind of carried through your career so far that has helped you reach the heights you are, and kind of picked you up even on some of those tougher times that you've had, that you can maybe share with our next generation?
Yeah, man, it's hard because like Hunter and I were just talking about this, just like, the cliche saying, but it's true, is like just enjoying the journey, and you get so encapsulated in the journey. Like, it's sometimes you don't, it's not like you forget where your roots are, but because you're just so focused on the now, it's hard to like remember exactly what it was like in the beginning. But I guess the one inspirational thing I can say is like, especially any kind of art or anything, because at the end of the day, the big dream is to be able to like make a living doing music or doing what you love. And you have to love what you're doing. You have to love it. If you don't love it, it's not gonna be the same. And it's not an easy road. Like, that's why you have to love it. And I guess my only words of inspiration would be, whatever you love, whatever art it is, and you want to be able to make a living at it, like,
Good.
Just keep doing it, keep going through the motions, keep pushing forward, and you'll get better and you'll grow, and things will just start to slowly accumulate. It'll start to snowball, and you'll start to see progress. And when you start seeing progress, that's when it's too late. You can't stop.
I love that. And Dane,
Wow.
we were just talking about this, Kurt, before you transition to Hunter. Dane, Kurt, there was a saying me and Dane we just posted this yesterday when you say kind of remember your roots, and I'm thinking of this. And as you guys have had some love and some festivals and some success, rightfully so, when you said remember your roots, I just saw this thing that says you're never too big to be kind to someone. So it just makes me think of what you said. Like, even though you're going that direction and maintaining it, I love that you stayed humble throughout this process. That's really cool.
Absolutely.
And I don't, and me personally right now, I was just talking to Hunter about this too. Like, we've been doing it for a while and we've seen a lot of growth too, but I still feel like I'm in the process of, like, I'm grateful for every single moment and where we've come from so far, but I still feel like I'm not 100% where I want to be, like, but I'm really happy with the direction it's going. And I'm trying to figure out a way to word this. Like, it's just
I'm with you. Kind of content, but also still hungry. Content, but hungry.
Exactly.
I got you. Yeah, it's good. Sorry, Dane.
No, I was just going to say that's a great message to send. I mean, whenever you love it, it'll kind of guide you to where you need to go.
Yeah.
So absolutely. How about same question for you, Hunter? Is there something maybe you can leave to some of our younger viewers and listeners to help them as well?
Yeah, man. Actually, I heard this recently, but it was kind of like, there's always going to be problems, we have to think of solutions. You know, like every day there's going to be problems, and you got to focus on the solution, man, because there's always going to be problems. You know, and it's like I remember being a kid, being like, I can't wait till I can be an adult and do what I want to do, and like I just wanted to move out. I wanted my own like authority and the control over my life, and it's like I thought it was going to be easier, and I just had a, you know, you have to like just realize that it's always, as long as you're solution based, you know, you can make it through whatever you're going through, you know, and just, it's really just about having faith and confidence, man, and just putting your fears aside and just, you know, and like Kurt was saying, it's like, you got to love it. Like you got to love it when it's not good, because it's easy to love it when it's good. But when it's, you know, rough and sticky, you know, you got to still love it and push through and,
That's
you know,
powerful.
have that confidence, man.
That's powerful.
So, you never know like what the next, like sometimes, man, like the life of entrepreneurship is like, you never know what tomorrow may look like or what the next, you know, day may look like for you when that next paycheck's coming in. You know, there's no, you know, security there. So it's one of those things, man, you just have to just stack your wins. Like Kurt was saying, it's like the small wins, they accumulate over time, man. And it's like you wake up one day and you're like, I'm exactly where I used to like pray to be, and now I'm here, you know.
That's awesome.
So,
wow.
Dane, I'm processing this because it's something you guys have even said in the journeys of us, because this is a passion project. We do all this. It's just volunteer for free for fun. But I think about people like you guys yourself. We do this just as a passion project for fun, you know, not monetized. But like you guys, I see what you're talking about, kind of inching towards that.
Yeah.
Like this is living for you. But what's so cool to Kurt and Hunter both, it's neat that even like you said, maybe a bad day, like maybe you spent a day writing and it didn't come out the way you wanted to.
Yeah.
You have left behind, you have given a gift to the world. Like your music, like it or not, your music is changing people. Like music is a language, right? So both of you have wrote songs that will always be in the world. Like you have done something, you have left a mark on the world. So it's got to feel really cool. I mean, I don't know, fellas, but if that makes you feel good, but you've left a mark on people and you're giving back to the next generation. Dane and I always say, Dane, don't you agree that next generation of music is in good hands, right? So.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with inspiration, man, like you guys are bringing.
Right there.
What'd you say?
Yeah, man. That I was saying that was like my biggest passion right there. It's like, you know, being an engineer, especially, I know Kurt knows this feeling. It's like when you take someone's like idea of something and then they hear it for the first time, they're like, this is exactly what I wanted. It's like you're like fulfilling their dreams, man. It's like that feeling is unmatched, bro. It's like it's literally like a drug. It's like it just fulfills you in ways that nothing worldly can fulfill you. It's wild.
Yeah.
What you saying?
Wow.
Do you want to expand on that, Kurt? Because I feel like you're about to just preach on something, Kurt. Go for it, Kurt.
No, man, like Hunter's got me fired up because him and I are very, very like we're on the same wavelength as far as like we're both trying to achieve the same thing, and we're both producers, we're both mixing engineers. Like we both have clients that we produce and do work for. So when he said that, when Hunter, when you said like just when here's an example. I'm working with my buddy Brandon. He has artists. He knows his music. He sends me voice memos of melodies in his phone from his phone that he recorded like years ago. He's like, "Hey, I have this song that I want you to produce, but all I have is my vocal melody." And he would send me just his vocal melody, and I would build it up from just the vocal melody and figure out what chord progression it is. Okay, what style do you want it to be? Like, and then,
crazy.
You know, once I put it together, I'm like, I kind of blow myself away. But then, like, just seeing him so excited and like, how did you do that? Like, how did you put it together? Like, there's no better feeling in the world, and that's why I was like. That's why I was like, yes, Hunter, yes, because I know exactly what he's talking about. Like, it's crazy.
I'm glad that works for you guys because Dane sent me some hums sometime in a song. Like, bro, I have no idea what this is. I can't Shazam this, so I'm glad it's working for you guys. That's awesome. So, but Dane, I know you kind of close on that. What do you think of that, Dane? They're spot on with their message, right, Dane?
Yeah, I mean, you always search to find those people that will bring you up and make you the next step better. You know, and sounds like you guys have done it. I mean, I can't wait to hear a lot of the stuff you guys come up with in the future. And
that's awesome.
It's always an exciting time to, you know, see people that are passionate about the things that they do. I mean, even though they've been doing it for a while. So congratulations on reaching this point, and I can't wait to see what's coming up from you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother.
Well, Hunter,
Thank you, dude.
Yeah, guys. Hunter and Kurt, I say this, guys, in closing, please let this be known. Once you come on the show with us, this is kind of an alum type thing. We always open that invitation. Hunter, as you're dropping new stuff, Kurt as well, collaborations, you guys, please, this is an ongoing thing. Anytime you want to share some new music, we're an open conduit for that. We believe in what you're both doing. We believe in the message. There's hope, there's hard work, there's compassion. I've listened to both of your songs in extent, and the message that always comes through is forgiveness, learn from your past, let go of it, move forward, spread the good word. It's just, that's what I want the world to hear. What you guys stand for is what we want the world to hear more of. So anytime, like day or night, you're welcome back anytime. So please don't be strangers. Okay. So
absolutely.
Thanks
so
brother.
much, guys. Thanks for the warm welcome.
Yes, guys.
Thank you.
Well, bros, we'll be in touch. We'll send a group text and we'll get this out. Much love to both of you. You guys have a great night, and I appreciate you making time to do this. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Much love to you both, guys.
Yeah, man. You guys are awesome, bro. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bro.
Much love.
Peace, y'all.
So Dane, I'm telling you, Dane, man, like these guys are fantastic humans. What'd you think of them, man? Great, right?
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, like I say, every time you turn me on to music, 6, 8 months ago, a year ago, you turn me on and you start listening, you're like, you can't wait to talk to an artist whenever you hear their music, and you're like, man, it picks you up no matter where you're at in life.
Yeah.
Even if you're feeling good, it takes you to another level, and that's kind of what they do. And like I said, I can't wait to hear more to come. Absolutely.
What's cool about these guys, you can tell they have a friendship. It's a bond. It kind of reminds me of our dynamic, you and me. And when they said like, it just fits, right? They kind of bounce off each other and all that.
Yeah.
It was neat because I had originally messaged Hunter and I was like, that's really cool. Because Kurt, it's so cool, like how selfless they are. Because I had messaged Hunter and Kurt responded, hey, we would both love to. I'm like, this is really cool, because it was like he was backing his buddy up. Like, I'm here to make somebody else shine. And that just makes you like these guys even more, because it wasn't even about himself. It's like, I'd love to have my buddy on your show.
Yeah.
It was really cool that, like, let me help somebody else in the process.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, you get people like in this artist world where you think it's kind of like dog eat dog type stuff. No, these are brothers trying to build each other up. No wonder people love their music. They're trying to help others, So
and like I say, it fits the dynamic of the show that we're trying to bring out there. They're the example of what we're trying to do. Pick that next person up and bring them along with you.
Never too big to say, stop and take time. So they're busy guys, like they're always working. They are round the clock producers and doing stuff. So them taking time to do this is a huge blessing for us. So wow, that was a good one. You guys, if you haven't, we'll put all the links into the episode, of course, Hunter the Oracle and One Culture, Mellow Dose. The list goes on of all these projects. If you want to take a week's worth of time and just listen to some great music and come out feeling inspirational and better, we got some music for you. So, so Dane, that's another one, just another great episode. Can't say enough.
Yeah. Like we say, we're always hitting 1,000.
Yeah, we have not hit one foul ball yet. So this week we got some more stuff, Dane. This isn't even over yet. So this week, tomorrow we got our buddy AJ McComber, quarterback, stopping by from the USFL. That's tomorrow night late. So got some football for you guys. Thursday got an OU alum player turned Reverend Friedel Breathe stopping by. And there's some few things next week that I'm not allowed to say yet. Let's just say, but April is off to a good start. So you guys just stand by, and we promise you it'll be quality just like you've seen tonight. So on behalf of Dane and Josh, as always, don't forget that we love you. And Dane,
thank you for listening.